All right, we're getting set for UFC 186. It's happening Saturday night at the Bell Center in Montreal. Strawweight bout, Aisling Daly taking on the Ultimate Fighter veteran now, Randa Markos. Randa, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Thanks.
How excited are you for this fight and just getting back into the octagon and doing it in Montreal, no less?
I'm really excited. I'm really excited about fighting here in Montreal in front of all the Canadian fans. It's going to be awesome. I've been training since my last fight. I got back in there training really hard, and to take a fight such short notice, I feel like I'm ready, and I'm really excited to go in there and test my, all my training.
Coming off of the Ultimate Fighter and all the attention that came with that, did you kind of enjoy the period of just kind of going off for a couple of months and not being thrust into the public eye every single week, because you were a big part of that Ultimate Fighter season?
Yeah, I'm not used to that kind of stuff, and it was a really big change for me, and it feels great to just have a little bit of break and just focus on getting better and training hard and not worry so much about all that media stuff. But it's been great, a great little break, and it gave me a chance to focus.
How did you watch the series, and what did you think of how it came off? There was, watching it on television, it felt like a lot of drama in that house. Was that how it was?
I felt that it was like that. There's a lot of things they didn't show that was even worse than what they did show. So for people to say they're only showing drama. We're women and we're very competitive and we're the best in the world. Of course, it's going to be drama. You have to expect that, and it came off that way, but it was like that.
Was it difficult for you? Because, you made a giant statement right off the bat with the Tisha Torres fight. Going into it, you had to wait for months for this to air. Everyone's probably around you wanting to know how it's going to turn out, and you've got to keep quiet. Was that a difficult process?
Yeah, that was pretty difficult. I went into that house hearing other people tell me that I think Tisha Torres is going to win. I think Tisha's going to win the whole thing and everything. And when I went in there, she was my first opponent, and I beat her. I was like, oh my God, I want to tell somebody, but I just had to go back to my room and just sit there and wait, and it was the first fight too, so it was like I had to wait that whole period.
The strawweight division, I find it to be one of the most entertaining divisions right now, because we're seeing so many interesting fights, and kind of the top 10 is really figuring itself out. On any given night, it feels that any one of you can beat anybody. Is that kind of the sense you get right now, that it's essentially this free-for-all with the 115-pound women?
Yeah, I really feel that way, because there's a lot of girls that didn't try out for the Ultimate Fighter, a lot of girls that we don't know about that are coming out, and people are kind of underestimating them, and then boom, they beat somebody who could be a potential title match opponent, and I think this weight class is stacked, and we have a lot of talent out there, and we're showing it, like a lot of skilled technical girls.
With just a couple of results that we've recently seen, with Joanna just recently winning the title, and then Joanne Calderwood recently being upset, it's not out of the realm of possibility. A strong performance from you, you're right into that title conversation. Is that how you're approaching this fight, that it's got a lot of big implications attached to it?
No, not at all. I'm just looking at it as another fight I need to win, and whatever happens afterwards, I'll worry about it then. So I just need to focus on this fight, and that's it.
Did you get along with Aisling in the house? Did you guys have a relationship during the season?
Yeah, I felt we got along. We got along pretty well. We kind of all had the same mindset, us group of girls, just focusing on training hard and doing good, doing the best we could.
And tell us about her as an opponent, what you have focused on, and have you been in Michigan for the duration of this camp?
Yep, I did all my camp in Michigan, and I also worked with a few other people in Windsor. I also been doing Windsor CrossFit, and I feel like it's been helping me, but we'll see when we test it once I get in the cage. But Aisling Daly is a really good opponent. She's a well-rounded opponent, so am I, and I think we're going to have a really good fight, like a really good brawl.
What did you think of Paige Van Zant's performance last weekend against Felice Herrig and the promotional spotlight that she's receiving?
I think she did great. I thought that was a great fight, and I think Felice underestimated her, and she went in there and just dominated. That was an amazing performance.
And let's just end off looking at the top of this card. We've got Demetrius Johnson headlining against Kyoji Horiguchi. Is this a fight you're intrigued by? And just some of your thoughts on Demetrius Johnson, both as a fighter and an attraction as well.
I love his style of fighting. I'm really excited to finally meet Demetrius Johnson and also be there live to watch him fight. I'm really excited about that. I think he's an awesome technical fighter, and I'm really excited to watch that. also other fights on the card. So I'll be the first fight, so I get to sit back and watch the rest. So I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, and an added buzz. I mean, Quinton Jackson, he's back on the card. I mean, is that exciting for you?
Yeah, definitely very exciting. I'm really happy that happened. So we'll be watching that for sure.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Randa Markos in action against Daly. It'll be kicking off UFC 186 Saturday night at the Bell Center in Montreal.